"60 years ago, the world of aviation was a very different place. The jet-propelled civil aircraft was still a few years away, and air travel for ordinary people was a prospect only a few visionaries could foresee. It was in October 1949 that the ITF founded its Civil Aviation Section. Over the next 60 years, scientific and technical progress made civil air transport a crucial part of the transport mix. And changes for workers went hand in hand with technological change. The introduction of jet aircraft dramatically changed the ratio between cockpit and cabin crews. But the real challenges came after the 1970s, when deregulation led to the loss of thousands of quality jobs and of prestige airlines.
The main reason why the ITF is so concerned about airline deregulation is that we can see the mistakes which happened after 10 years of deregulation experience in the United States. And speaking on behalf of the workers in the industry, we're determined to make sure that those mistakes don't happen elsewhere. Not just because they have bad effects for the workers, but because they have a bad effect for passengers and for the travelling public in general.
Today, deregulation has continued apace. Now it is recognised that too much of this liberalisation has led to safety challenges. Low-cost carriers push the boundaries of what workers and passengers will put up with in a quest to lower costs. But the ITF Civil Aviation Section has an honourable history of fighting back.
Our union experienced real support from the Civil Aviation Section in the ITF through the UK unions during the privatization of Royal Jordanian. We got all the rights that we demand for our workers because we feel very strong and very supported from the Civil Aviation Section in the ITF. The Civil Aviation Section teaches members to think in terms of solidarity.
The ITF has played a key role in supporting unions in disputes. At Heathrow Airport in 1998, union members of the Sky Chef catering company were sacked. The dispute was eventually won, with the assistance of German colleagues who took representatives to meet Sky Chef and Lufthansa bosses. Important relationships have been forged between unions in airline alliances.
As a union, we shared knowledge with other unions in the alliance. As a result, we found out that Lufthansa actually was giving us lower benchmarks than, for example, United Airlines or SAS, and that we could do something about it.
ITF campaigns have been fought and won over issues like air rage and cabin crew certification. The section has taken a determined stance against sexism, an issue which periodically appears and affects ground staff and cabin crew.
Excuse me, sir, madam, would you please help me with the tray? Use what you have, because you are a lady.
Our biggest problem in our union currently is the crew weight. They are being grounded because of their weight. We have tried to solve this matter internally. It has not worked. We have gone to court, and the matter is still in court being handled. But meanwhile, I'm requesting my brothers and sisters in aviation industry, if they have come across such a problem and they manage to solve this problem, we ask for their feedback and their support in this matter for us to win this case.
Information exchange, studies, and surveys have helped unions in their collective bargaining. The Fairlines project, an organising initiative, is a recent example of information sharing and solidarity.
The section's groundbreaking study on fatigue shows that deregulation is a very important factor for workers with potentially disastrous consequences for aviation safety. These important findings form the basis of the ITF's global campaign to protect conditions of men and women working in the aviation industry.
Today, the aviation section is grappling with the multiple challenges of the economic crisis, security issues, and continued deregulation. The ITF stand for maintaining decent work in the aviation sector, which goes hand in hand with a stable and regulated industry.
International solidarity is the most powerful tool we have. It helps us to win the battle to focus, organize, and support our union's industrial struggles. We are in this together, and together we will win, because we know that we are part of something bigger.